Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday morning. It is monthly figures time. We're going to start at Beverley and go through each of our 6 sites, how we performed in January. I'm going to try and keep these around about 7 minutes. So we shall see, because I want to be concise and straight to the point. I'm trying to learn to do that more because I've got a YouTube coach and they say, Dean, you need to be more concise. I'm like, never my strong point. And here we go again. I'm doing exactly the same. Right, damn it. Right, okay, so don't forget to sign up to my newsletter, mrselfstorage.com. It is where all the cool kids in self-storage hang out. If you're not there, you aren't considered one of the cool kids in self-storage. I probably need to get my speech right as well to be good on YouTube. Right, so Beverly, here's the key things to know. I've got about 10 different things that I've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11. And ultimately, the last one is key. Right. Quotes were amazing. Second highest in 3 years. And what's the difference here? Well, full credit has to go to JP. JP, who works with us, he's a manager of Beverley and Willoughby and Clough Road, I think, and maybe even Mansfield. I don't know. Anyway, what he said to me was, he said, Dean, why don't we link Beverley to Stormore? So when people put in the postcode, if we're close to Beverley, Beverley will come up. Or Beverley will come up even when you put in Hull because some people might work in Beverley. I was like, all right, yeah, good idea. Honestly, since he's done that, we've increased quotes like 50% because to give you some context, Stormore's are 5 sites and Beverley 24 was our first site before it was a brand. It was just Beverley 24. And we've never changed the name because we ranked really well on Google SEO. We don't do any advertising. So we thought, is it worth doing, do we change it over? Why break something if it's not, why fix something if it's not broken? So we just kept it like it is. And I don't know if it's the right decision or wrong decision. Ultimately, I think we'll all change across to Stormore branding, but it hasn't been key for me to do. And so we've linked it on our website, and it just, as soon as you click on Beverley, it goes to the Beverley website. But that's had a massive impact. So a massive shout out to JP there. Right, conversions, quotes to move in were okay. We're 89% full. So some units are unavailable. So the conversions aren't going to be great. That's conversions to move-ins, conversions to reservations, and we'll go through that in a minute. Cancelled reservations and expired reservations were zero, so nobody cancelled a booking and everybody turned up who was supposed to turn up, which is good. Cost to acquire a customer at Beverley is low because we don't do Google ads. No Google ads needed. I think there's 4 or 5 competitors in town, but some of them do Google ads, but we don't need to. And I know everybody says, or people say, well, you should do whatever. You should always be advertising. Why? Why? What? We don't need to. We're 89% full. We don't really need to. 640 square foot moved in. Nothing to shout home about, but it's okay this time of year. 385 square foot moved out. That's a 6% churn. So the churn rate is a little bit high for Beverley, but it's not too bad. It's 72% for the year, which is below the national average. It was 300 square foot up for the month, which is good. 89% occupied, like I said, but I'm really happy with that because it's the end of January and we're 89% full. Average insurance sold was, I put over 4K and I put whoop. No, not whoop, Dean. Why is that a whoop? That's terrible. Average insurance should be over £6,000. I put revenue. Ultimately, the biggest daddy KPI of a lot of them is revenue, and it was the best month ever. Best revenue month ever. So score out of 10. I always try to rank them out of 10 because I always think, what can we do better on? Obviously, there's some things we can improve on. Not a lot, though. I'd give it a 10. The best in January, the best revenue month ever. Mate, I'm there. I'm all over that. Right, so here's the numbers that you're rating for. Quotes, 55. Reservations were 10. So that's a conversion rate of 18%. So not great. But like I said, bear in mind, please, that some of them, we don't have the unit size available, so we ship them off to Willoughby. Conversion rate for move-ins, we had, how many move-ins did we have? It's not lined up. Oh, this is all is set up, isn't it? Move-ins. It doesn't actually tell me the amount of move-ins here on my sheet. What a shocker. There's another site. Don't know why it's not been on there. And why didn't I notice it when I was going through this and doing the work on it? That is a bigger worry. Anyway, didn't stick to the video. The conversion rate was 16%. So I reckon it was like 9 move-ins that we had. Moved in 640, move out 385. Total square foot is up 255, so nearly 300 square foot. Square foot occupied, we are 89% full. Yeah, the Revenue was 17,548. So that is not too bad. How much is that over the year? Let's have a look just quickly. 17,528. This 17,458. And that one was it? 17,500. Bloody hell, 17,548. I'm good with figures as well. So we'll take 210,000 this current run rate, 210,576, which is okay, especially when the rent is 18,000 and the rates are 6,000 and we have some manless site. So I don't know, 30 grand, 30 grand expenses maximum. So 180 grand profit. I'll take that, my friends, for a site that takes us 2 hours a week to do it. Honestly, get into self storage. My family going into it. One of my best friends is going into it as well. It's just, and it's not hurting me by going into it. Yes, there's less opportunities, but the UK is a big, big underserviced place, and there's plenty of opportunities for everybody at the minute. It will change in 10 years' time, 7 years' time, something like that, and there won't be the opportunities around. It's like anything. We'll kill it eventually. We'll make sure that it's oversaturated, but right now, it's it's a gold rush for self storage. Let's have a look. Average insurance sold 4,000. We know that. Average customer value is £224, and the churn rate is 6%. So yeah, that is it, my friends. That is Willoughby, Beverley in a nutshell. And tomorrow we'll go through the other sites, but overall, I'm over the moon, and I score it 10 out of 10. It is a beautiful, beautiful site, and I'm really, really happy with it. Okay, my friends, I love you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you tomorrow. I don't actually know what site we're talking about. I've lined them all up, but I've forgotten. So I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Love you. I appreciate you. Bye.